Welcome back to the Barry Charles Footy Show. Yes, the grand final's over, but now we're looking international footy. But some news that's began all around social media was going to start off with this right here, right now. The Bulldogs will win the premiership in 2024 as they keep on rolling a decade of loss, win in the grand final. So let's talk about that right now at the Barry Charles Footy Show. Yes, the Bulldogs are expected to win the premiership in 2024 according to history. Yes, if we go through history, in 2014, the Bulldogs lost the grand final. 2004, the last time Bulldogs won a grand final, they won it with Sonny Bill, Jonathan Thurston. Steve Price was injured that game, if you remember. Willie Mason, all the big guns were there. Roy Asatasi, and some very good players in this team. But what happened before that? To 1994, they lost. 1984, they won. You see the ramifications here? It's 4-4 we trust. They are going to win the premiership in 2024, the Bulldogs, in the grand final. Wow. Can history repeat itself? Or is it the time for the history records to be broken and the Bulldogs will be a long, long way away? Well, let's put this into context. If they had Jerome Luai in the team, whether he even leaves Penrith, but if he was in the team next year, I'd probably say there's a possibility. But where they're going to make the improvement in the halves is going to be the question. Matt Burton's not the answer for me. He could be right at 6 with a decent 7, but they haven't got a decent 7, so they can get. You got Jamin Salmon, you got Drew Hutchinson apparently going in. I mean, what do they do? Carl Opuatu. What do they do? They really just don't have their gun halfback. That's one big question. Yes, got Crichton. But is he an absolute out-and-out fullback? I'm not sure. Talented centre, absolutely no doubt about it. A very good player, don't get me wrong. He more likely will get a shot at fullback. But whether that's his position long-term, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think it's all the hoax. But for Bulldogs fans, you've got to ride any wave of chance you've got, any hope you've got to follow it, absolutely. But there's no chance they're winning the grand final in 2024, in my opinion. Well, let's get to what's actually happening in the traps. Yes, we have the New Zealand squad and Samoa squads named. But I quickly want to go over Cleary is out the door, Nicho Hynes is in, Josh Adaka's out the door, and Dylan Edwards is set to debut on the wing this weekend. Yes, you heard it here. Dylan Edwards is expected to start on the wing for his first match. Congratulations, being one of the most consistent players in the competition, and thoroughly deserves his spot in the Australian team. Whether he can keep it long term, time will tell. Yes, and also congratulations to Nicho Hynes after having another good season. I think people were saying, why did he get third in the Dally M's? But he was very good, and you have to be honest. When you look at a lot of these teams, you look at Newcastle, you look at Cronulla Sharks, Ponga and Hynes are just going to get most of the points all day because there's not many stars in that team. That's just the question they have, and it's what helps them win the competition. Where, say, Sean Johnson's case, he had a few other players that were really performing well, which Sean Johnson did his role, but didn't always have to be the one that absolutely won them the game. So that's just a little bit up from there. But anyway, let's have a look at what a possible New Zealand team. We're going to find all this out anyway. But I'll go for Joey Manu at the back. I heard people say Charles Nickel-Clocksdale will be the fullback. No chance. Joseph Manu is nearly in the top 3 fullbacks in the game. Now that's saying something. I think people forgot how good he is. He's very much in the mould of Tedesco. And the likes, he's not a Reece Walsh, but he's absolutely in the mould of Dylan Edwards and thing. So Joey Manu will be fullback for New Zealand, I'm pretty sure. Jermaine Osaka and Ronaldo Militano should be the wingers with Nicho Clockstead and Matthew Tomoko in the centres. Dylan Brown and Jerome Hughes, that's fair enough. Question marks how fit both of these players are. But this is where the question marks is with Danny Levi at number 9. And who's going to be that bench player to come on? Kieran Foran to play halves, or they put like Griffin Neem or someone like that. That's the question mark they're going to have with this team. But this is what I like. Moses Leota, James Fisher-Harris, Isaiah Papali'i, Britton Niokora, and Joseph Tapane. Wow. This is absolute real deal. A team, and especially the forwards, that can dominate even Australia. This has always been a strength, but it's always the backline that's been a big question mark. But this New Zealand backline is not bad. It's not bad at all. It's actually a lot better than I was thinking going into it. But the Danny Levi, with no Smith and the likes, Jerry Marshall King, that's where the pressure goes on. And apparently Freeman Crossan is a New Zealander. That's not... I don't think how many people knew that. I didn't even know myself. But yeah, the bench, Kieran Foran will be there, Nelson Asofa, Salamonga, but after that's a bit of a scratchy head who's going to be there. Probably Griffin Nina, Leo Thompson, but there's a chance William McGregor, for being a prop, could be in there. But obviously no Jordan Rapana, obviously very good last year and seems to be forgotten about. Bit of a shock there for mine, because I think he jumps up a level in the Kiwi level, but that's the way they've gone there. Let's have a look at the Samoan squad. Yep. Stephen Crichton, more likely will be the fullback. But after that, it's a bit of a head scratcher because they've got 5 genuine people to put into 4. And I'm not sure which way they go, but I've dropped Greg Marju. So I've gone Murray Talangi and Brian Toho, the wingers, with Jesse Alves and Isaac Targo. Obviously, we're going to find out shortly, but I'm going to take a step in the dark. Carl Olopo, Carl, and Deja and Asi, they're both definitely where the weaker link is, and I just don't see Samoa being any chance against these two teams this time around, even though the forward pack's pretty good again. Stefano Ukuma, but at hooker, how as good as this Gordon Chan gonna go? Junior Polo, Leitiana Leilu, Connolly Leimu, and Helan Luki. And on the bench, and you've got Terrell May, Spencer Lenu, Greg Marju. I just had to put him in somewhere, in Keenan Park. Alessi, that's leaving out young Tom Mapia, Royce Hunt, and Justin Mutmore. It's going to be an interesting one. I do think overall that the Samoa team is the weakest, but it's not a bad team. That's absolutely not a bad team, and if they get it right, they're a chance. But the halves seem to be where they probably end up getting let down and will cost them a chance of winning this. How do I see the series going? I think Australia, when you're only playing 2 games and you're sort of having a week off, Samoa it's not getting a week off, so it probably helps them out of anyone to have 2 games in a row. Might help Samoa if they can pull off an upset against Australia first up. But I just think Australia, look at the team. I think it'll be Australia and New Zealand. From what I've seen, but I think Australia, there's virtually no weakness in this team. Really, the Australian team, there's virtually no weakness in there. Obviously, people would argue that Cherry Evans might be the weak link if you're going to put something on, but he's a very good player. Obviously, and he has done it all before for New Zealand and Queensland, so I don't think there's no weak link there. Obviously I want the Kiwis to win, but it's possible. Don't get it wrong. The Kiwis can win, but I just don't see it against Australia. This team is too strong, and you look at the caliber of players like Ponga, Reece Walsh, now Adokar. Some of these players aren't even in the team. Some gun players, like you could put a B Australia team on Australia A, and they would be just as strong. Absolutely talented team. But thank you for joining me here at Barry Charles Footy Show. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.